Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at 7 SUV models dealers can't sell. Number 7. Ford Escape. The Ford Escape, once a darling of suburban driveways, has become the automotive equivalent of a gym membership you forget to cancel. Dealers can't seem to offload it, and owners are stuck wondering where things went wrong. In 2023, Ford sold 142,000 Escapes, but by 2024, sales plummeted to 96,000, a nosedive that'd make a roller coaster queasy. Blame it on the Escape's knack for shedding value faster than a golden retriever in summer. A $34,000 SUV morphs into an $18,000 Albatross after 5 years, a 48% depreciation that'll have you crying into your latte. Owners report mechanical gremlins like power steering that ghosts mid-drive and engines that stumble like toddlers on cobblestones. Repair bills? Let's just say Escape's transmission replacement could cost $4,000 to $6,000, enough to make you consider taking up cycling. Dealers, meanwhile, are stuck playing mechanic whisperer, fielding complaints about glitchy infotainment systems and seats so uncomfortable they'd make a medieval torturer blush. Consumer Affairs reviews read like horror scripts, with tales of engines overheating before vacation trips and warranties as reliable as a weather app. In the end, the Escapes become the SUV you don't buy. You inherit it, like a questionable family heirloom or residual holiday debt. Dealers can't sell it, owners can't unload it, and the only winner here is the scrap metal market. Number 6. Infiniti QX80. The Infiniti QX80 has become the automotive equivalent of a luxury cryptid. Everyone's heard of it, but few actually see one in the wild. Dealers are stuck with an SUV that's harder to move than a boulder on a hill, averaging just 24 sales per store monthly. This isn't just a slump, it's a full-blown existential crisis. Infiniti's US sales have nosedived 45% since 2013, and the QX80's 2024 sales of 7,400 units won't save the brand from becoming a trivia answer. Priced at $82,000, the QX80 sits in a financial no man's land. For context, that's roughly the cost of a 3-year lease on a private jet. The math gets grimmer for dealers. Some report annual losses of $2 million, turning showrooms into money pits with leather seats. The QX80's sales dropped 24% year-over-year in 2024, trailing behind even discontinued models clinging to life support. Meanwhile, Lexus sold more SUVs before breakfast. Infiniti's entire US lineup moved just 28,000 vehicles in 2024's first half, fewer than Tesla sells in a slow week. Dealers now face a brutal choice: keep hemorrhaging cash or pivot to selling bumper stickers saying, "I survived owning an Infiniti." At this rate, the QX80 might soon qualify for vintage license plates. Number 5. Ford Bronco. The Ford Bronco, once the darling of off-road enthusiasts and Instagram adventurers, is now collecting dust on dealer lots. Sales plummeted 16% in 2024, leaving dealerships drowning in unsold inventory. What was a $39,000 sticker shock for the Big Ben trim has turned into a fire sale, with desperate dealers slashing prices below $37,000, a far cry from the days when buyers happily paid premiums to skip the waiting list. The Bronco's fall from grace isn't just about oversupply, it's a masterclass in buyer regret. Owners report more drama than a reality television show: engines that stall like awkward first dates in cold weather, transmissions that crunch like a bad potato chip, and hardtops that leak like a colander during rainstorms. One unlucky driver's Bronco spent 58 days at the dealership in just 3 months, enough time to binge-watch every season of Top Gear twice. Ford's $41,000 starting price now feels as justified as a $10 gas station coffee, especially when the Jeep Wrangler outsold it by nearly 50% in 2024. The rugged aura, fading faster than a cheap tattoo. Once the poster child of adventure, the Bronco's become a cautionary tale. Sometimes the grass isn't greener on the mud-splattered side. Number 4. Subaru Ascent. The Subaru Ascent, once hailed as Subaru's answer to the 3-row SUV craze, has become the automotive equivalent of a party guest who overstays their welcome. In 2024, dealers moved just 42,000 units, a 10% drop from 2023, and a far cry from its 60,000 annual sales target. Starting at $36,000, the Ascent now sits awkwardly between bargain and reliable investment, especially when owners report its CVT transmission whining like a toddler denied candy. Electrical gremlins have become the Ascent's signature feature. Consumer Reports, never one to mince words, consistently ranks the Ascent among the least reliable vehicles, citing transmission hiccups and glitchy electronics. Subaru's response? A shrug and 2 new trim levels for 2025, because nothing says "we hear you" like a bronze edition. Executives insist the SUV's role is to keep families in the Subaru ecosystem, but with 50,000 annual sales looking optimistic, that ecosystem might need better fertilizer. Rumor has it Subaru's eyeing a hybrid or electric reboot by 2026, but until then, the Ascent remains a cautionary tale. Even all-wheel drive can't save you from a reputation for mediocrity. Number 3. Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder, once a trusty trailblazer, has become the SUV that dealerships dread, a vehicular hot potato in a market where sticker shock now refers to repair bills rather than MSRPs. Nissan's U.S. sales have plummeted 26% since 2013, with dealers averaging a dismal 1% return on sales, a profit margin so slim it makes nonprofit CEOs look like Wall Street tycoon. Nearly 40% of Nissan's 1,000 U.S. dealers are hemorrhaging money, stuck with lots overflowing with unsold Rogues and Frontiers sporting 89 and 111-day supplies, respectively. The Pathfinder itself isn't helping. Owners of recent models report rear brake replacements at 15,000 miles, transmissions self-destructing under 100,000 miles, and air conditioner compressors failing so catastrophically that one 2024 model was declared unsafe to drive after 6 months. Nissan's response? A corporate memo urging patience while dealers drown in $6,700 transmission replacements and phantom warning beeps that serenade drivers like a deranged ice cream truck. With the brand's market share cratering to 2%, the Pathfinder isn't just hard to sell, it's become a $40,000 lesson in why you shouldn't ignore YouTube mechanic rants. At this rate, Nissan's lots will need a danger-falling profit sign next to the "Test Drive Here" placards. Number 2. Cadillac Escalade. The Cadillac Escalade, that hulking symbol of American excess, has dealers sweating more than a snowbird in Miami. Despite its $80,000 starting price, which balloons to $150,000 if you dare touch the options list, this luxury tank is developing a reputation as the SUV that just won't sell. Cadillac moved 40,000 units in 2022, but sales plummeted 23% to 30,000 in 2023, leaving dealerships with enough unsold Escalades to stage a suburban invasion. By late 2024, the numbers got even grimmer, with just 27,000 units sold, proving that even status symbols have expiration dates. The real kicker? These 80K behemoths come with more gremlins than a haunted auto shop. Owners report engine failures before hitting 30,000 miles, with one driver's brand new Escalade coughing up bent valves during a road trip, stranding them in Maine with a $5,000 out-of-pocket repair bill. Others face recurring oil consumption issues, apparently. Cadillac thinks it's perfectly normal for a modern engine to chug 2 quarts every 2,000 miles, turning every gas station into an impromptu oil change pit stop. With repair wait times stretching weeks for back-ordered parts and Cadillac's warranty department apparently allergic to callbacks, it's no wonder buyers are fleeing to rivals. The Escalade's becoming the automotive equivalent of a McMansion, big, flashy, and increasingly recognized as a terrible investment. Number 1. Jeep Grand Wagoneer. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer, Stellantis's answer to luxury SUVs, has become the automotive equivalent of a fancy gym membership, expensive, underutilized, and quietly embarrassing to own. Priced at a jaw-dropping $102,000 on average, this 6-figure status symbol spent 288 days gathering dust on dealer lots in 2024, roughly 9 months longer than the industry's healthy 60-day benchmark. Jeep sold just 4,000 Grand Wagoneers in the first 8 months of 2024, a 66% nosedive from its 2022 peak of 11,000 units. For context, that's fewer sales than the number of days it takes most buyers to regret their purchase. Owners report misaligned doors that chip paint like a toddler with a chisel, electronics glitches that make the vehicle randomly impersonate a Christmas light display, and clear coats peeling faster than a sunburned tourist. Jeep's solution? Slash prices while keeping interest rates high, creating a financial Ouroboros where the SUV becomes simultaneously discounted and unaffordable. The result? A luxury SUV that's less conspicuous consumption and more conspicuous confusion, leaving dealers and buyers alike wondering, who asked for this? And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, then make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.